fashion, fabrics,
10
cuts,
seconds.
and anything to feed your credibility. Make sure you catch Jane every Saturday on Urban Chic from 9:30 to 10 hours for your weekly fashion juice.
Go.
You're in the Urban Chic half hour. This is Jane, your host for the day. I have missed doing this. I've been away. I wasn't here last week, but it is so awesome to be back. We started off with Water from Beyonce, and it's featuring Salashal and Pharrell, and I love this song. I was just asking somebody if they enjoyed the album, and they're like, nah. I don't know why you guys are hating. It is such a good album. I like it just because it gives me like two of my favorite things together. It's Beyonce, it's Queen Bee, but of course there's the really fun African artists who we enjoy. There are all these people, Yemi Alade, Wizkid, Mr. Easy, Burna Boy, all those are represented on there. So I feel like it's a really good mix, and that's why I'm enjoying it so much. Speaking of the Lion King and speaking of The Gift, we are going to jump straight into the news. Beyonce did an interview last week with ABC. Dude, this is the only interview that she has done concerning the movie. I am thinking it was probably like the only interview that she was tied to in her contract. Like, you have to do it, and she did it. She fulfilled her contractual obligations, and she's moving on with her life. But anyway, in the interview, she's talking about being on the movie, how she was convinced to be in the movie. She also talked about what it was like to play Nala, and what it means to her. But also she talks about her first single off of the album, which is Spirit, how she shot the video. If you've seen it, the visuals are very popping. It's a lot of color, it's a lot of gorgeous gowns, very it's very unusual, but it comes together beautifully. So you have a lot of blues in there, oranges and like yellows, and of course their baby blue ivy is on it. She talks about what the video means. It's about how you're part of a bigger picture and how God is the painter of all this beauty in the world. It's about the beauty of the earth, it's about the beauty of melanin, and it's about the beauty of tradition. So that's the video. I like the visuals a lot. I really like her. I feel like she shows her range on this song, but also she shows her fashion side, which is like really, really cool. Moving on, Tyra Banks was also doing interviews. I feel like these fashion girls were in interviews this week. So she did an interview with the Wall Street Journal. If you know anything about the corporate world, if you know anything about fashion, tying these two together, being on the Wall Street Journal is a big deal. They talk to some of the biggest business minds, and Tyra Banks is talking about her transcendence from being a model to being a businesswoman. So she's actually lecturing at Stanford University. Stanford is like Ivy League, guys. And then she talks about what business ventures she's been in, but she also talked about her feud with Naomi Campbell. So when Tyra Banks was starting off in fashion, she was 17 years old. She did her first season in Paris, and she booked 25 shows. She made history because girls did not, and even now booking 25 shows in one season is such a big deal. So she says she took it as a science. She was studying each designer and each runway and seeing how they do it. So if you talk about, say, for Chanel, they want girly girls, they want you smiling and twirling on the runway. So when she would go to a Chanel audition, that's exactly what she would do. And then when she's going on to like Louis Vuitton, she would slick her hair back, she would look serious. So for her, it wasn't just modeling, it was fashion as a business, and she took it as such. That's why she was so successful. Naomi Campbell didn't like that, because when Tyra came on the scene, Naomi Campbell was told, watch out, there's another black girl. So it was a general consensus back then, and I feel like even now, that there can only be one black girl at the top. Okay, they didn't do this to Asian girls or to Latina girls or to white girls. Oh, there's a new brunette, so move over and watch out. You know what I mean? But they did it with the black girls. So Naomi Campbell, she was also quite young then, older than Tyra, but she didn't like it, and she was very mean to Tyra. So she talked about that and how they squashed the feud. And oh my god, I really wanted to go into the talk on colorism right now, but I have a guest in the studio, Farai. So we're gonna go to break, and then when we come back, we are going to talk to our guests.
Set it up.
Hey, we're about to go on now.
10 seconds. I'll count you in. 5, 4, 3, 2.
You are on Urban Chic with Jane, and I have been joined by Farai. Guys, Farai is a fashion blogger, a lifestyle blogger, she's a beauty blogger, she's an everything blogger. Let me say she's an all-round content creator, and she is beautiful. Guys, Farai, welcome.
Thank you.
I am so excited to have you because I want us to talk a little bit about content creation.
And it's been such a long time coming.
Yes.
We're finally doing it.
Can you tell me a little bit about content creation? What is it for people who don't know?
I think content creation is basically bringing ideas to life.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of people think these things.
Mm-hmm.
We just bring it to life for you.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
artists. The modern day artists.
Artists? Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. How relevant do you feel that content creators are in the Zambian context? Not like, fashion in general, but just Zambia.
I think it's still in its birth stages.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very,
But it's been birthing for a while, girl.
but it's been birthing well.
Yeah,
So I think a lot of people are also skeptical about joining it, but you'd rather be like you might as well jump on the choo-choo train now, and then when it's like popped off, you already are established and everything. But it's important worldwide because we're basically living in the digital times, so we can't really say, oh, Zambia, like we need to get with the program.
Yeah. I started off as a blogger and as a content creator, but I always used to get this thing, like, most people thought it was a vanity thing. Like, you just want to take dope pictures and show us that you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what the importance of the content creators are in the context of fashion and the entertainment industry?
I think it's in terms of diversity, awareness, and connection.
Okay, explain diversity to me.
Diversity,
Because we're all black.
We're all black, but we're different people, different personalities. In fashion, different people like different things. There's hobo chic, there's urban, so we have different people in the creative sector that are celebrating and are creating awareness with these issues.
Yeah, but do you feel like that is represented? I feel like most Zambian content creators are very glam.
Well, I think I'd beg to differ. Like, I know a lot of bloggers. Nah, I think people are really different and they're diverse.
Yeah, okay, cool. Did you
Glam
monetize?
is good though.
Huh?
Glam is good though.
Glam is good. I'm very glam sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
If not all the time.
Sometimes, I mean. Tell us about monetization for a content creator on the Zambian scene.
That's something I'm also trying to, learn. I base my monetization on how I value myself. It's difficult. There's no MOU around bloggers to say, how much are you charging for this, So
I like that. We should do that.
Yeah, we need to have a hub and discuss these things. Because
Yeah.
it's always difficult when, companies, people come to you and they're like, oh, we would like you to, let's say, manage my social media, or would like you to jump onto this photo shoot or this. How much do you charge? So you don't want to overprice yourself, but you don't want to underprice yourself at the same time.
I think that the problem is actually the people who are underpricing, because a brand will approach you and you will tell them this much because that's how you have measured your time, your energy, and your following and all that. And then they'll say, oh, okay, but then they're shopping around. So they'll go ahead and ask Farai. And Farai tells them 10 times less than what you've told them.
But then also it's, they underprice themselves because there's also that thing of, just do it for exposure.
Yeah.
So you're in between exposure and trying to create content, and then also you're just like,
Yeah, that's true. Somebody did say we have a lot of exposed, underpaid celebrities in Zambia, which
But then you also understand, like, people also need to do their freebies time.
True.
True.
True. Okay. What have been some of your biggest lessons for somebody who's trying to start out as a blogger, as a vlogger, or something like that? What have been your biggest lessons?
My biggest lesson has been familiarity breeding content.
Oh.
I feel like you need to respect yourself in this industry. The creative industry can be a monster or it can be heaven.
Yeah.
So it's respecting people, respecting people's craft for you to be respected, respecting people's time, respecting people's energies, all these things. That's been my biggest lesson.
I love that. I actually love that. And it's true. I feel like you get a little bit more respect the less people know about you. When you become friendly with them, they're like, ugh.
You can be friendly, just not too friendly.
Okay, let's go in and catch a little bit of a breather and a little clip, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about just Farai.
Oh,
Choose dark wash jeans rather than lighter shades. 3.
Oh,
High-rise jeans make you look and your stomach flatter. 4. Flared, wide leg or bell bottoms also make your silhouette look curvy. 5. Fashion has never been this lit. Catch Jane every Saturday on Urban Chic from 9:30 to 10 hours for your weekly fashion juice.
Okay, and we are back. This is Jane on Urban Chic, and with me in the studio is Farai. And I want to know, where do we find, well, I know you, so it's cool, but where do we find you?
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on WordPress. You can find me on
WordPress.
Facebook.
Tell me, WordPress is?
It's faraimalunga.wordpress.com.
So www.faraimalunga.wordpress.com.
Or you can just go to my Instagram. My link is in the bio.
Your link is?
In my
What's
bio.
your handle on Instagram?
According to Flow.
According to Flo.
Yes.
And do you have a Twitter?
Yes, according to Flow. Everywhere.
Across every, I like that. I think we've talked about this. Use the same handle across all platforms, so it doesn't confuse us when we're looking for you. Okay, but also you do this bomb ass lace fronts.
Thank you.
Farai does these lace fronts that are so natural looking. Like when she's wearing it, you can't tell where her natural hairline and her wig hairline is. I love that. How can people get a hold of those? First of all, where can they see them?
You can find me on Facebook. I have a page called Mukazi Nisisi. And then you can DM me, and then I'll get it right back to you.
Okay.
And then you can also find me on Instagram.
For the visuals of the wigs,
For the visuals.
Instagram. And her Insta stories are so dope. She does
Oh, yeah?
tutorials.
Do you like
on
them?
skin. I watch.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do one today.
I can't believe I even squeaked a little bit.
That's me. That's everything. Thank you.
Yeah, so your Insta stories are so dope. The beauty tutorials are really cool, and I like when you do the wig tutorials as well. Yeah, we follow you. Don't think like nobody's watching. We're watching.
Thank you. That's enough hype for me to make more videos.
Yes. Okay, last words.
Last words. Well, that was random, but you know, I'm all about optimism and positive energy.
Yes.
You know, just spread love, light. You know, dodge those bad energies like the plague. You know what I mean? Secure the bag. All that fancy stuff.
To secure the bag.
Oh,
Can the bag secure me for once, guys?
It's a one-sided relationship.
Yeah, this has been Jane on Urban Chic, and I am leaving you with Hold Ya by Egyptian and Nicki Minaj. Can you believe I put that up? Egyptian.